Good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Wealthy Wednesday. Every Wednesday, we start a new trend. We're going to go out there and we're going to spread the wealth and help somebody who needs that help. It has to be something financial. Some people sit there and say, we should go out there. Can I give my time? Can I give, can I go donate some cans at a food shelter or something like that? But the purpose of doing Wealthy Wednesday is to go out there and financially help somebody without them knowing that you're trying to help them. That's the whole key and goal behind it. So for those of you that are being a part of our weekly Wealthy Wednesdays, definitely go out there, have some fun, surprise somebody with something, pay for somebody's coffee, pay for somebody in the drive-thru for the food behind you, or even turn around and stick some money in diaper bags, diaper boxes, or stuff like that. But today we're going to talk about 5 ways to boost your mindset for success. So a lot of people sit there and, they want to join, different businesses. They want to change different things in their life and stuff like that. But the problem is you haven't changed your mindset. A lot of people still have a poor mindset. And a poor mindset, especially when we're talking, I have my notes, so that's why I keep looking down. A poor mindset especially for when it comes to network marketing and things like that, somebody who has a poor mindset is somebody who's always thinking, how they're going to get screwed over, how they're going to be making, you're going to be making money off of me and things like that. Poor mindsets are people who think that we're trying to get rich off of you versus trying to help you get rich. But that's a poor mindset. But you got to change your mindset if you want to have true success in your business and with your goals, period. And that's hard for some people because some people have been stuck in their way of thinking for decades, on decades. So when you go ahead and start thinking about changing your mindset, these are some of the things that you really should think about. Again, I'm looking at my notes, that's why I'm looking down, people. So one of the things we're going to talk about is learn lessons from your mistakes. Now, mistakes are something that a lot of people are not willing to deal with. I'm going to tell you now, a lot of people who are successful and a lot of people that I know that are successful can sit there and tell me a lot of the failures that they encountered along the way. Now, there's a lot of people who believe that because you are successful, that I've actually had somebody believe that, because of the success I've had, they thought that I've never failed at nothing. They thought that I've never really messed up nothing. They thought that everything I did, it just works out. So it really surprised them that, yeah, I've messed up things. I failed on things. I've had to retry, revamp, relaunch everything and, things just to get it right. But you have to learn the lessons. A mistake is just a way for you to figure out what you did wrong and make a change. Think about it. Have you ever heard the story of 409? 409 is called 409 because it took 409 times before they actually got the formula right. So, if you give up on your first, your second, or third time, was you really trying to have success if you're willing to give up that quickly? So, you can learn a lot from a bad teacher as much as you can from a good teacher. Now, we all know sitting in life every day, we watch people do things and you're like, I'm not going to do it that way. Oh, they messed that up that way. They should have went left instead of going right. We learn from other people's mistakes and things that other people do. Learn from your own stuff because, those are the things that you're doing daily and it's hard to change it, but you need to go ahead. So for those of you who have experienced failures, don't beat yourself up. I know a lot of people, they fail once or twice and oh my God, the world is ending. We're in Armageddon now because, you failed. It happens. But you know what? It's what you do after that failure that really makes a difference in the world. Now, if any of you have watching right now have failed your way as you're reaching success, let me know. I would love to see some of the comments and some of the stories that you have gone through because you know what? Your story might encourage somebody else who might have been sitting in the same shoes that you were back then when you was having those feelings. Now, what I want you to say, and I know a lot of people hate it, but you know what? You need to pull yourself up by the bootstraps. Get on up, analyze what you did wrong, figure out what you can do differently in the future, and keep it moving. Because if you don't stop moving, you're never going to change your mindset and you're never going to be able to be successful. Now, we're going to talk about number 2, something else that I thought about. And this is what I agree on because what I see is people do the opposite. This is what it is. Set small goals or stepping stones to your success. What I see a lot of people do is they jump into a network marketing business. They jump into losing weight. They jump into making big changes in their life, but they set up big goals that are not really attainable. Those of you that know me know I love a good, smart goal. I was talking to somebody who wants me to be their success coach, and the first thing I really kind of told her was, you need to set up some SMART goals for your business. Now, your SMART goal can be that long-term goal that you have right now, but you need to figure out, how are you going to reach those goals? Now, some people get caught up in that daily grind. You get focused on not yet having, reached the end goal of success. But let me tell you something. You may have an end goal for success, but as your business grows, as you grow, as life changes, your goals are going to change. So your level and your idea of success might change. I know somebody whose idea of success was just earning an extra $500 a month, and now this person is earning over $500,000 a year. Now, as time went on, her goals changed from 500 to more and to more and to more, as she was able to see that more was possible. Now, what I say do is write down your SMART goal. Write it out, right? Now, if you don't know what a SMART goal is, let me know and send me a message, and I'll go ahead and break it down for you. But you want to write down a bunch of mini goals under it, stepping stones. Like, how can I get to that goal? What do I need to do to achieve that goal? And that's what I see a lot of people fail at doing. They sit there and say, let's just say, I want to hit a certain rank by September 1st. Great. What are you going to do to hit that rank? And a lot of people are like, oh, well, I'm going to grind. I'm going to do this. But they're not real actionable steps. So make sure you have some real actionable, some real measurable steps that you're going to be doing. Here's the key thing. Put some dates by it. And this is all about SMART goals. Put some dates by these goals so you know whether or not you're on track. Because how are you going to set a goal if you can't figure out if you're on track or not? Now, you got to remember, they got to be reasonable. They got to be realistic blocks of time. I've had people sit there and say, well, I want to hit my next rank in 6 months. So in 6 months, it's going to take you to help 3 people. That's not really reasonable to me. But then again, it might be to you. So that at that point, I would actually have a discussion with that person to try to understand why they think 6 months isn't a reasonable time. Now you want to work with them, work on your list, and get them done. That's about it, right? Got to pause for the screen so I can have a nice little screen save when I post this up on my timeline and on YouTube. Now we're going to talk about step number 3. Again, something I see a lot of people are not. Be flexible. A lot of people are so rigid, especially in network marketing. They have this real gotta. Like, nope, can't bend. Nope, can't do it. Not a rubber band. Gotta do it. They're a straight up stick. And then that's how they end up failing, because they're like a stick. And when it breaks, it's over. You know what I mean? Not everything is going to go according to plan. And you have to understand that. You have to maintain a level of emotional fitness. And a lot of people, talk about emotional IQs. And understanding that aspect. And that's something that's really great. And I can suggest some books for you to read if you're interested. Just let me know. But you know what? You're not going to achieve all your goals on time or even at all. And that's okay. But the whole thing is that you actually went out there for your goals. You change your mindset to say, hey, I may not reach it, but that's not going to stop me from trying. That's part of life. But, be open to make an adjustment as they rise. And a lot of people are not open to adjustments. A lot of people will get a set of instructions and will follow it, even if they know that those instructions is really not working for them. You have to adjust in order to reach your goals. Think about it when you're driving. Now, when you're driving, it says 65 miles per hour. Now, if cars are slowing down in front of you, you don't just keep going 65 because that's what they told you to do. You adjust, you slow down, you get out the lane, you move over so you can continue to go faster. You have to make split-second adjustments. It's just like that when you're changing your mindset, especially when you're trying to be successful. Now, if you find yourself in a bind, or if you're struggling, don't know what to do, find somebody who maybe offer you a perspective you hadn't been thinking about. Find somebody. And that's generally when most people have coaches, or they have mentors, or maybe they have accountability partners that they can talk to say, hey, I've been doing this way and it's just not working. Somebody from the outside can definitely look in to see something that you may not be looking at because, you're not being flexible about it. But you know what? Being able to adapt and roll with the punches is very crucial if you want to stay on your path to success. Now, we're almost done now. We got 2 more to go, people. Hold on. I got you. Get inspired. Inspiration is a great thing for success because you never know when a great quote, where a great idea can come from. No matter what your profession is, no matter what company you're working for, no matter what your goal is, be creative. Get inspired. Take 10 minutes a day to expose yourself to something that truly inspires you. Whether you're into food and culinary arts, whether you're into fitness, whether you're into motivational speaking, whether you're into nature, take some time so you can get inspired. Because you know what, people sit there and say, oh, well, I'm into fitness, so I need to watch a bunch of fitness videos to get inspired. Not necessarily true. You know what I mean? I listen to motivational speakers who are motivating sports people. But it doesn't really matter who they're talking to. It's the message that I'm getting from them. Watch motivational videos. Write a thank you note to somebody. Hold on, gotta change my page. Write a thank you note to somebody, and let them know how appreciative you are. However you choose to get inspired, though, making this a daily priority will maintain your momentum. You know what I say? Come up with a couple of lists of activities to get your inspiration flowing. Gratitude is everything, and that's something that that's really getting big, is to be gratitude. To have gratitude for the people in your life, people who are helping you with your success, things like that. Even if it's something small, think about those people who because you know what? Telling somebody thank you, I appreciate you, really can go a long way. It may not seem like nothing to you, but to the person that you're telling it to, it could be a life changer. And now, number 5, we're almost done, people. Engage in positive self-talk. Yes, I want you to talk to yourself. Some of you already do. Some of you argue with yourself, and I want you to stop that one though, right? But, we can be our own worst enemies. We will talk ourselves out of something before even getting started. We will project our negativity onto other people's opinions before even asking them what their opinion is. I have talked to people who will not introduce their business to others because they just assume that they're not going to be interested. Why? Because they're coming up with a whole bunch of negativity and a whole bunch of reason, a whole bunch of ideas that may not be true. Now, the Mayo Clinic defines positive talk as the unspoken stream of thoughts that run through your head. Check it more positive. What I tell people is, especially people who have really strong negative thoughts, that whenever they sit there and say, well, I can't do this, you finish that sentence saying, but I know I need to. Whenever you say, I don't understand and I'm not going to do it, but I know I need to. Sometimes you just have to push yourself and keep on going, because a lot of times our negative thoughts that we have about ourselves is really nothing but fear manifesting itself to the top. Now, the more optimistic you are about your outlook, the more positive thoughts. Yes, you're changing your mindset to be more positive. Yes, your goal might be hefty. Your goal might be, that's really fine. You might have other people say, I don't know how you're going to do that. But if you stay positive, you never know what could happen. No, you may not reach your goal, but guess what? You're a lot closer to your goal than where you was when you first started. Reward yourself. I know I do. I reward myself when I move forward and do things that I need to do in order to get to my level of success. Compliment yourself. It is okay. I'm telling you, it is so okay to talk to yourself. Just don't do it out loud in front of people and have a whole conversation, because then people might think you're crazy. But make sure you stay realistic and grounded about what it is that you're trying to do. Stay focused on your journey and realistic about what you can achieve and how soon. Again, that falls right behind SMART goals. Again, and if you don't know what a SMART goal is, let me know and we can talk about it. Now, there's no replacement, obviously, for hard work and grit when it comes to achieving your goals. But you know what? You got to keep your heads in the right place along the way, because if you let your mindset change to a negative side, your goals are not going to work. Now, one of the things, saying that I started saying to people that I heard somebody else say was, invest in your mindset. A lot of people are willing to invest in trainers. A lot of people are willing to invest their time to go to events and meetings to hear people talk and buy these books and spend time. They'll invest in time to read these books to get the information, but you're not investing in your mindset to change it. A lot of people are reading these books and doing these things to say, hey, look what I did. I went to that meeting. I read that book. I saw that person. Here's a picture with me. But you're not changing your mindset. You're not absorbing the information that they give you to grow your mind. If you don't grow your mind, you're not going to grow your business. You're not going to change anything. But on that note, I'm going to go ahead and head out. But I have, if you are somebody who's really serious about changing your mindset and moving forward in your life, especially in your business, go ahead and send me a message and let me know that you want to have a mindset change. That's what you have to tell me. Mindset change. And I will send you 25 life hacks to trick your mind for success. Because we got to trick our minds. And with that, I'm going to go ahead and go and enjoy some more. Oops, about to drop the phone. Some more of this beautiful weather. Y'all know I'm at work, so I tend not to carry all my technical tools. So I'm looking forward to seeing those life hack messages coming in. Later.